Hi guys, today I have a review for you guys on this brush set from Amazon. It's called Blushies and it comes with 22 brushes and a roll, like a brush set roll. And this is what it looks like closed. It has a magnetic clasp right here and it's just really nice and compact. It's black with little red trimming. I think it looks really nice and professional. And then when you open it, it does have a flap that protects the brushes, as you can see there, and then you have the brushes underneath, and it does come with a fan brush as well. So I'm going to go ahead and go through each one of the brushes, what my initial thoughts of the whole set is. First off, the set is worth $49.99 for 22 brushes, which does sound quite a bit steep, but then once I calculated how much it would be for each brush, which I'll probably put around here, it's not really that bad because of the amount of brushes that you're getting. So I feel like it's kind of an in-between. It is kind of an investment. Most of these brushes are really nice, and I'll tell you guys the pros and the cons and my opinion on each one. So first off, once you look at the set for the very first time, the first thing that I thought was, whoa, that is a lot of synthetic brushes. As you can see, most of the brushes in here are synthetic. So this is more geared to someone who is more towards synthetic brushes than natural bristles. If you're not really into synthetic brushes, then this would probably not be the set for you. Another one that I really didn't care for was this one right here, which is a sponge tip, and I will get to that when I get to that brush. So first brush in here is a fan brush. It's a really nice large fan brush. I really like it for applying highlighter and just kind of dusting powder all over the face. I like that it's big, but it's not way too huge. I've had other sets, like one of my BH Cosmetics sets had a huge one that I actually just had to throw away because I could not find any kind of use for it. It was just way too enormous. So this one's big, but it's not too exaggerated where you can't use it. So I really like it. Another thing about these brushes is that they're red with black on the ferrule and red and black handle with a black ferrule, and then it has the name right here, which is Blushies, which is the name of the brand of the brushes. Some of these are natural haired, and the other ones are synthetic. Like I said, most of these are synthetic in here, but I feel like for the most part you get kind of a complete set, and I will go through that little by little. So you do get a fan brush, really nice fan brush, really soft, and it does a really great job at highlighting. Just to kind of compare it to some of my other brushes, this is my Eco Tool one, and this is this one, and as you can see, this one's just slightly bigger than my Eco Tools one, which I love as well. So really like this one. I feel like it does a really great job, really soft and really nice for highlighting. Next brush in here is what I would guess is considered to be a powder brush. I would not use this for powder just because to me it's just way too dense and too small. I really like this more because the brush is a natural brush. I like this even for foundation just because of how dense it is. It does a really nice job at buffing. It is a little bit too flimsy for foundation just when I tested it out. The best thing that I've used this for is blush. I just feel like it does a really nice job. It just really fits the cheek really well. So this is what I would mainly use this one for. And that one is natural hair and really nice. Next up is what they call their blush brush. I would use this for contouring just because of how small it is. To me, unless you want more of a concentrated blush, I would use this more because it's nice and angled for my contouring or highlighting, and it does a really nice job as well, really nice and soft. Next brush is the foundation brush. I'm not really into these kind of paddle brushes for foundation. What I really like this kind of foundation brush for is for concealer. I feel like this is a really nice way of patting in your concealer all over and just putting it in place, and it does a really nice job and is super soft. Next up is another kind of blush brush that they have. It's a very small and condensed brush. Another one if you're more into putting blush on the apple of your cheeks. Also really nice for contouring, which is what I've been using it for. I really like this kind of brush for contouring and highlighting just because I feel like it does a really nice job. As you can see, it comes with 5 of the face brushes. I feel like it's missing a foundation brush. I feel like the brushes that you see in here are good for contouring, highlighting, blush, and concealing is what I would use those 5 brushes for. So I'm going to start out with the face with the eye brushes, because the rest of them in here are eye brushes. So first up are these synthetic brushes, and I feel like you're basically getting different variations or sizes of the same flat top kind of synthetic brush. So that was something that was a tad bit disappointing. I do like it because I am a makeup junkie and I use so much different makeup that I will be using all 5 of these because of the fact that I'll get one dirty and then I can use another one and I can use another one. So I did like that for that purpose, but at the same time I wish there was a crease brush in here. I think that's one of the main thing that is missing out from this set is a good foundation brush, a crease brush, and maybe like a more defined crease brush. But if you, like I said, if you're more into synthetic brushes, then this is definitely up your alley. I do think that I would be able to use this. For example, this bigger one I would use for more paint pots or applying a base on my eye, and then these smaller ones would be perfect, especially for ColourPop eyeshadows and cream eyeshadows. Synthetic brushes are awesome for that, and you wouldn't have to clean so many because you'd have different variations of the same brush and be able to use those on a regular, or if you had more than one, because cream products you know, stick to a brush so much and they're harder to clean. I think it would be nice to have more than one because you'd be able to use a color with this one and a color with that one. So in that aspect, I think it's really nice. Next up is an all over lid brush, and this is a natural haired brush. It's super soft, super nice, and it blends like a dream. Absolutely love this. I actually used this in the tutorial that I did this eye look on. I wish that they had done this same kind of hair and did a crease brush and a like defined crease brush. I think that it would have been excellent and really would have kind of completed this set. Even so, I think that this brush is really, really nice. You can use it to really, what I did was apply the lid color with this, and also go ahead, no, I didn't apply the lid color with this. I applied my lid color with one of the synthetic ones, and then I used this to buff out those edges. So it does work nice as kind of a crease brush, but I would have preferred more of a tapered one for crease. And this is also good for an all over the lid. Next up, you get 2 different eyeliner brushes, one slightly smaller than the other, and they're both synthetic. I think that these are really nice for applying gel liner all over the lid to get a winged liner, and also for your eyebrow. Likewise, you get a little flat brush that is really good, and I use this one today to apply this color in the lower lash line, and that's exactly what I would use this for, is just applying a color underneath that lower lash line. Next up are some eyeliner brushes. There's some of these that I haven't really been able to use because I am trying to find a way of using them, but I don't know how. This one is the one that I like the most, just because this kind of pointed brush is something that I would use for underneath the lash line to get that little pop of color on the inner tear duct, which is what I really use this for. So as far as the other 2 brushes, okay, Rocky. As far as the other 2 brushes, I'm not really fond of them. I have tried using them with liquid liner and see if I could kind of make a winged line with them, but I feel like they're too thin and long to use them with liquid liner. So I would actually use these for my nails to draw on, because you could actually put this into your nail, like your nail polish, and then like do lines with it. I have a set that I bought off of eBay with nail stuff, and they have brushes that are this long exactly to do that. So I wouldn't exactly use these for makeup. I would actually use them for my nails, just because I feel like I can't really use them for... I did try using this one with liquid liner, but it's so long and flimsy that it's so hard to control. So I'm not really sure if I would use these 2 for that. I would really use them for my nails. Next up are 2 lip brushes, and one's bigger and one's thinner. So these are really nice if you're going to do makeup on clients, or if you want to have more than one to do different kind of effects like ombre effects, or also just for not having to clean one and then you have a backup one. So those are what I would use those for. Next up is just a spoolie, which is always a must-have in any kind of collection. It seems like something so simple, but trust me, if you're gonna do your eyebrows and even fill them in, this really comes in handy. Next up is the one that I really did not like at all. This is just like a sponge tip applicator, which I really wasn't really fond of. I think it would be okay to clean up is what I would use this for. Maybe dip it in what's that called, like makeup remover, and then get little spots, or even clean up the edge of your makeup. So that's what I would really use this for. And last is just a brow comb and brow brush and lash comb brush, which of course is always useful as well. So that is basically the set. If you're looking for a good synthetic brush set, I think this is the way to go. Hopefully I will try to see if the company has any coupon codes or search some, and if I do find any, they will be down below. I'm not affiliated with them or anything like that. They did send me this this brush set for review purposes, but like I said, it has its pros. Some of these brushes are really nice for certain things, and then some of them just I feel like you could use for other purposes, but I would have preferred other brushes to replace those. So I'd love to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? What do you think of the price point? What do you think of the brushes? Is this something that would interest you? I'd love to hear back from you guys. Thank you guys as always for watching, for subscribing, and until next time, bye guys.